everyone. I'm really excited to be here. This is going to be a little bit fun. It's a little bit different for me as I'm also on YouTube, and this is like really kind of cool. I was really impressed with their chat yesterday and that I could actually see it going into these things. So we're going to stream live on YouTube as well. And I'm going to start doing that on my weeklies as well because it's a lot of fun and I enjoy reaching out to as many people as I possibly can. Today is a hot topic. I didn't realize how hot a topic it actually was. No one told me it was until I asked questions. And it's a bigger hole in the industry than what I thought. And today we're going to be discussing email marketing strategy and what it actually is. Hey, Mandy, thank you so much for joining me today. So guys, if you're here, give me a thumbs up, say, hey, I'd love to hear from you and know that you're watching. I am Dana Sacco. I am a system and automation specialist and strategist. I have been in this business for over 30 years. I have done pretty much a little bit of everything online. And I know marketing. It's changed just a little bit in the years that I've worked through it. So it's a very different system. It changes pretty much monthly. We have to actually pay attention to what we're doing, and we have to pay attention to what's going on. So it's very cool. But one thing that has pretty much stayed consistent is that we kind of need emails. Email has been around for years, and years and years. I can tell you I used MailChimp before they even had a fee. You could do pretty much anything with it, and they would allow it to go on. I used MailChimp for over 12 years. I used other ones that were older that we won't even go into the names of them. And it always had to have a strategy. I don't care what year you go back to. There's always some sort of strategy with it. We had to tell a story. We had to share what was going on. And I think that a lot of people miss that with our email marketing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to talk to you about from the very beginning, because this is where I saw a real issue. And I'm going to throw a statistic out there at you that you guys are going to need to take a moment and think about this one. So 44% of the people who have reached out to you, that's 44% of the people who have reached out to you at one time or another, do not hire you because you do not follow up. Let me repeat that. 44% of the people that you have reached out to and have asked you for information, right, do not hire you because you do not follow up. That is a huge number, guys, and that's scary because I can tell you, even in my own business, say I get 100 leads in a month, that means, and say I've talked to a few of them or whatever, 44%, guys, 44% of those people might have hired me if I had reached out and had a better communication path. It's unbelievably high. It is unbelievably high. And people do not realize that this is, we spend so much of our energy collecting these leads. Good Lord have mercy. How many hours do we spend posting on social media, coming up with content ideas? Y'all don't even want to see how many notes I have of things, ideas for posts that I'm going to put up on social media. And then on top of that, we've got the, just the random thoughts that pop into my head. So I need to post them out there. Those type of things, blog posts, all of this stuff is out there for them to consume, right? So if people have requested information and I have spent this much time providing content, I need to have a path for them to follow. So you need to have a path for them to follow, because I can guarantee you, any customer that is out there that is looking at your services is actually interested in you. Why? Because they asked, they raised their hand. They said me, they They reached out, they DM'd you, they did whatever. And if you cannot take it from that step to the next step, you've lost them. Because I want you to imagine now, right now, it is November 9th. Last week, I think it was Wednesday. I don't know. It might have been Wednesday, might have been Thursday, might have been Tuesday. I have no idea. I think today is Wednesday. But Instagram glitched. Now, this happens at least once a year to at least one of these big social media platforms, and everyone freaks. It's not even a light thing. It's one of those things that, we freak across everything. We don't know what to do with ourselves. Why? Because we need to watch the stupid cat videos. We need to watch animal videos. I'm totally into, there's one, I don't know, it's got an emo that runs around and like shows up on the thing. It absolutely freaking cracks me up because I can totally see that sort of thing happen. And, it's mind numbing, but we don't know what to do. What are we supposed to do with our phone if we don't have Facebook Messenger? Now, what are we supposed to do to our contacts? Where are they? Well, they're all in my Facebook Messenger. Okay. Well, now what are you going to do? Because Facebook Messenger is down. Say it's down for 3 days. What are you going to do for those 3 days? How are you going to provide the people that want information from you information? You need to have a system to do this. It is a strategic system. I have a very basic system. I have a basic map that I follow, and it's really simple, guys. And it's, a lot of it has to do with, you have your lead capture, a form, whatever. Y'all can input their email address, if they give you permission, sure, whatever. I prefer to go ahead and send them my link and say, put your information in. Then what happens? Give them something, whatever it is, for free. But I tell you about myself. I build a story throughout my entire, there's 5 emails, I think. There's 5 emails that I send, and it tells a story throughout the thing. It says, welcome, hi, thank you. I'm me. Thank you very much. Then it tells you a little bit more about me. Then it tells you a little bit more. Then it tells you when I got stuck. I have like in there an email to explain to you, let you know that I am a human, that life does suck. So I have this thing, and it goes through there, and then it says, thank you very much. And it gives them opportunities to call me, but not right away. I'm not throwing things out there at them like, here, bye. I mean, my God, we have enough of that. I felt the need to buy stuff on Amazon today. Why? Because Amazon throws stuff up at my face constantly. I haven't decided whether, they seem to think that I need like leather corsets and leather hot pants, and like the boots were hot though. The boots, I'll give them that one. But, they keep throwing this stuff up at me. Don't be that person. Why? Because we're in a time if we went back in time, you could probably do that in the 90s. You could probably get away with that and not have a problem. But now, and I honestly think this happened a lot more since the pandemic, because we have become a lot more self-aware. We have become a lot more tired. But what we are looking to do is build relationships. And people are like, yeah, okay, Dana, whatever. How the hell am I supposed to build a relationship over the internet? Guys, people date over the internet. Y'all can build a relationship for your business, right? It's the same type of thing. You're dating them. You're not going to go right into a first date and say, hey, you want to marry me? It's not going to happen. I mean, your first message to each other, on a dating app or whatever, is not going to be, hey, you want to get married? That's not going to be it. You're going to get to know each other. It might take days. It might take months. It might take years. That's the progress of nurturing a relationship with a client. You're taking it from one step to the next, and you're reminding them who you are. Because most of the people that come to you, they're coming to you originally for whatever you put out in front of their face. They liked what you said. They resonated with what you said. They resonated with you as a person. No one resonates with a logo. My logo is freaking amazing. I absolutely love it. I love the person who did it. Britt is freaking amazing at what she does. And people recognize it, because I've got my little hand there and I've got the little doohickey thing. And it's just like the coolest thing ever. And it just makes me happy. The logo makes me happy. But guys, most of you don't even know what my company name is. Why? Because you don't resonate with it. Hell, I don't even resonate with it that much anymore. I mean, I loved it when I made it, and I was probably drinking that night, and it came out. If anyone can tell me my business name, go ahead and type it in the thing. I want to see if anyone actually knows what it is. I mean, actually and truly, and doesn't have to look it up. But you guys know who Dana is, right? You guys know, if you see Dana Sacco, at least with the purple hair, you guys are going to know who I am. You're not, if you saw Dana Sacco and they were blonde, and there are a few of those on Facebook, you're not going to recognize her. It's not going to be her. Y'all have come up with, with the relationship thing, it's who do you resonate with? So these people have resonated with you, right? They have resonated with you and your message. They've resonated with you as a person. They haven't resonated with your logo or anything else. So what you're doing on a continuous basis is putting your face in front of them. There's easy ways to do that. I send an email out once a week. I don't send it out a lot more than that. Sometimes I do. Not very often. Because my people don't need to hear from me more than once a week. They really don't. I usually come up with an idea and I'm like, hey, this is what I thought. And it can change. I usually try to do 1 month at a time. I usually schedule out 1 month of emails at a time, and that lets me think about what I want to do for the next month. Simple, it's done. And when you have content that you're already writing, you're writing Facebook posts. I'm pointing over here because my Facebook screen is over here. All right. So you have the Facebook posts going. That means that you have content. There's absolutely no reason why you can't take a longer Facebook post and make it into an email. Genius. You do videos. You can say, hey, I did this video. Here's a short excerpt of, here's the link to it. Done. You can pull stuff from a year ago. If it's still relevant, pull it. But they need to see you on a consistent basis. So how do you get started? You make a plan of action. I personally work inside of Keep. Keep used to be known as Infusionsoft. We used to joke around. Someone actually mentioned it yesterday on a call, and they said Confusionsoft. And yes, back then it really was. They've done such an amazing job. And if you had asked me years ago if I would ever partner with them, I would have laughed my ass off. But I found that I really enjoy the reporting a lot more than other systems. It is more expensive, but it's a lot more powerful. It has text messaging built in. And guys, SMS text messaging is actually important. It's actually important nowadays. It could be, hey, we're doing this today. You want to join in? Here's the link. Technically, I probably should have done that to all my texting people today. I don't feel like it. But it's included in it. So it's all done. So that's the one that I'm going to say that I use. If you are a very beginner and you are a do-it-yourself person and you're like, Dana, I'm just going to do it myself, blah, blah, blah. I really don't want to get into like software packages. Absolutely. I say MailerLite or MailChimp. They're the two easiest ones for most people to do. Unfortunately, MailChimp has had some deliverability issue problems in the last year, but so has everyone else. And that actually does not have to do technically with them. There's a lot of other little nuances in there that go ahead and make that deliverability an issue. So you have to kind of pay attention to those sort of things. If you guys put the word free inside your subject line, guys, you're going into a promotion box. Plain and simple. So your strategy needs to be something that's going to be consistent. Whether you do it once a week, whether you do it every other week, you need to have consistency. When they first request something, though, you need to send it out right away. You need to have some way to send it out right away that you have their email, you are ready to go, you set it up and introduce yourself. You are more than just a Facebook page. You are more than just whatever it is. So you need to share that with them. You need to share that. You need to share your story. You need to share a little bit about you. And here's your freebie. Right? Then what I want you to do is kind of take it a little bit further and, your welcome sequence is your welcome sequence. From there, you can throw them into your regular marketing campaign and say it's okay. The person that was excited to hear from you. So I want you to build on that a little bit. So I would still write 5 emails. You're not sending them out. You kind of space them out. Like, say they accepted it on a Saturday. Awesome. They get it right away. Maybe you wait 2 days and send them another email. Wait another day, send them another email. Another day, you send them another email. 2 days later, you send them the final email. Then they get into your marketing campaign that's annual. Then if you have there's a whole bunch of other little pieces and parts that we can throw into here. If I wanted to, for example, if I wanted to target just the people who came through my Facebook group and requested my freebie there, because say I have something else for them, I can do that. I can send them a specific thing. I can sort out my list and send just them an email blast. I am not big on sending just email blasts. And I'm going to tell you why. And this is one of the problems that I've seen a lot of people have who are doing it yourself with ActiveCampaign, is that they will send I think that they call it a campaign, but it's like a blast. It's sending one email, and that's what people are doing. They're sending one email at a time. And you get the results for that email. You get the deliverability, you get the percentages and everything else, but you don't get it from where they came in at to where they are now. So where did they drop off? If like you had 50 people, say you collected 100 emails, right? You're doing great. You think you're awesome. But when you get to the, all of a sudden you're sending out something this coming Tuesday, you schedule it, and there's only 30 people on that list. Why did they all unsubscribe, and where did they unsubscribe? You'd be sitting there looking back, and you need to know this information. This goes into metrics. It's strategy. It's finding out. It's no different than designing a web funnel. You are designing an email funnel system. Yes, it can get complex. Yes, it can be easy. We're all going to see it differently. The thing is that you need to have some way to do it. Because if something happens, like I said, last week, something changed, Instagram glitched. I saw people that said, I lost my 40,000 followers. And this one person that I was in a group, they lost 40,000 followers. Now they got them all back. However, they had no way to reach out to 40,000 people. Imagine the money that could bring in, even if you just sent them one email that said, hey, I saw that Instagram was glitching today, so I'm sending you this message because I want to talk to you. Dude, that's like awesome. So those type of things, owning your list, it is your business. Own it. Own each and every piece of it. Take everything that you need for it. You need all of these different pieces to go ahead and build this wonderful thing that you want to build. Because, like I said, so many people will reach out to you and they won't book or they won't buy because you have not reached back out to them. Because they have forgotten your face, they've forgotten the person, and they might have you somewhere in the back of your head, but this other person now said it too. And this person over here now continued to follow up with them. So I remember this person's name. I don't remember you anymore. Now, all the effort that you put into getting that lead just kind of went out the window, and you could have lost tens of thousands of dollars or even $100. It doesn't make a difference. You lost money. You're leaving money on the table. You've just, all of the time that you put into it did not end up equaling revenue. And I don't know. I'm in this to make money. To be honest, that's why I enjoy working. I love working. But as far as I know, everyone I know set up a business so that they could make money. None of us said, yeah, let me set up a business so that, I can just spend all day on the computer and not do anything. And not bring anything in. Screw the mortgage, screw whatever. We set it up to make money. So why are you leaving that money somewhere sitting out there on someone's ownership of it? So start collecting the emails, start putting them into a system. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to say something that people probably will not like. And I will say this in a way. I love spreadsheets, but I hate them. They are not a strategy. They are not a true system. Spreadsheets are awesome for backups. They're awesome for inputting data. They're awesome for calculating data. They're awesome for a lot of different things. They are not awesome for your lead follow-up system. They are not for that. Now, you could do it manually if you want to. I know some people, they'll put it on a spreadsheet and then, follow up this date, this date, this date. Okay, that sounds exhausting to me. You can do that for manual reach outs. I've done that for DMs. I mean, if people are in the DMs, but the people that are going to be coming back are the ones that are going to be in that email marketing list. I've had people that have been on my email list for over 2 years. And one person, I don't even know how they came into my realm. They came into my realm about a year and a half ago. And they just booked a call. Why? Because I was consistent. They remembered me. Hey, I've seen you around. Okay. We'll take it. Why? Because you saw me around a year and a half ago, and I've kept up with you, and I've told you what's going on and all of this information, and it's important to them. It's important to me, and it shows where we're going. Sometimes they're doing it to see, I'll be honest, they're seeing if you're going to still be there. Because how many people know someone that's already opened a business and closed the business? If you know someone that did that, go ahead, drop me it. Oh, hell yeah. I know a lot of people that are doing that, because we all know someone. We all know someone that's done that, right? They started something, they ended it. So go ahead and own your email list. Come up with the strategy that you need for it. Come up with everything that you need for those steps. Because once you have the start to finish, or even just the first 5 steps, collecting first step, collect the email into a system. Collect the email someone and send them something for free. You should not be getting away from that at all, because you need to have something. Then start developing your plan. Because remember, like I said at the very beginning of this, 44% of the people who have reached out to service providers do not hire them because they have not followed up. So guys, I'd love to hear some comments about it. Go ahead and drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I did put my link. If this is something that you're like, Dana, I would love to do this, but it is so overwhelming. Guys, I get it. I get it. Okay. If you want to discuss marketing strategy through email marketing and systems to do that, go ahead. The Call Me link is, I think it's in the description. So go ahead and click that. Schedule a call with me. I'd love to talk to you and see what would work for you and what would be best for you and your business. Everything I do is customized to the company that I'm talking to. So it's not something that I'm going to hand you something out of a box. If something isn't, if one of my standard packages is not something that you are interested in or is not going to work for you, I'm not going to try to shove you into a box like that. But I'd love to talk to you. If you guys have questions, feel free to reach out in any way that you want to, and I'll answer all the questions I can. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.